dear youth. It's my absolute pleasure to be here in Lublin today to kick off this 11th cycle of the Youth Policy Dialogue. And there is absolutely no better place to host this event than Lublin. Lublin, which is the first Polish city to hold the European Youth Capital Title Award. Lublin, which is touted as the city of inspiration. And I'm so excited to be taking part in this inspiring youth conference here in Lublin, and to do so for the very first time ever in my mandate. To have this opportunity to discuss with you many issues that are important for us. With a remarkable 30 to 50,000 of you involved in each cycle, the EU Youth Policy the EU Dialogue really is a unique opportunity to hear the views of so many young Europeans and to put youth participation at the very top of our political agendas. Let me therefore start by thanking the Polish presidency for bringing us all together here this morning for these exchanges. And of course, you, all the young people who have traveled here from far and wide across Europe to share your views. Now, I will start by telling you that I am very much aware of the need to connect the European Union with young people. From what we can see, however, there is some good news to share. The last two Eurobarometer surveys that I have seen from last year show that the EU now has the highest level of trust in it from young people since 2007. And that more than two-thirds, 67% of young people believe that the European Union has an impact on their daily lives. On my visits to European regions and cities during these first 90 days as European Commissioner, I felt young people's trust and their hope for the future. In Germany, in Slovenia and in Italy, I saw thousands of people take to the streets to celebrate the power of our European culture. The opening of our 2025 European Capitals of Culture sent a very clear message. A message that the European Union is first and foremost a union of regions, a diverse union, with each region having its own identity and its own culture. And they all have an equal place and a voice in the European Union. In Naples, then, I visited a campus, Federico II University, a campus built with European Union cohesion funds. There I could meet a lot of young students who are aspiring and looking for quality jobs close to where they live. Because young people pursuing their dreams need not have to move away from their home in search of opportunities. And I also visited Ukraine, where I saw a massive effort being taken to protect Ukrainian cultural heritage, so that young people and future generations can benefit from Ukraine's culture for decades to come, but also to pursue their European dream, to become part of the European Union. To me, one thing that these experiences have proved is that young Europeans are highly motivated to stand up for what they believe in, highly motivated to build a brighter future, and highly motivated to play a part in realizing it. And it's up to us, it's up to the European Union and current generations to empower you to do exactly this. And this is why we're here today. The EU Youth Dialogue is one of the most powerful tools to promote youth participation, to enable you to influence decisions that will shape your future and decisions that will shape Europe's future for the decades to come. In doing so, we have many tools at our disposal, like the EUYC that we have recently introduced, and the youth policy dialogues with European commissioners, as well as the EU Youth Strategy, just to name 3 examples, and I'm proud to be responsible for rolling them out and expanding their use, and with them, our collective impact, to enable young people today to make your voices heard on the future direction that we should take together as Europeans. Because we know that youth is not only the future of European democracy, it is the present. Now, at the EU youth policy dialogues that I took part in 2 in Athens and in Nova Gorizia, I was truly inspired to meet and speak to many young people, to hear your hopes, your voice, and your concerns, from quality jobs to housing, protecting the environment to ensuring adequate social welfare, and bringing down the costs of living. These are amongst the top priorities that young people today want the European Union to address. But here, in Eastern Europe, another major concern is European defence and security. That is why I'm also looking forward to the upcoming dialogue with Commissioner Kublius tomorrow on youth and European defence. I know that security is also a top priority for the Polish presidency of the Council. And given Russia's illegal and unprovoked invasion of Ukraine, this is hardly surprising. Here in Lublin, as the Minister said, we are 100 kilometers away from the Ukrainian border, where the concern is very tangible. People in Lublin have welcomed Ukrainians with open arms. When a Ukrainian mother and her 2 sons sought help after falling victim to a Russian rocket attack, it was ophthalmologists here that saved her children's eyesight. And since the very first hours of Russia's invasion, Europeans here and in many parts of Europe have opened their homes and their hearts to displaced Ukrainians. In this respect, last Monday marked 3 years since Russia's barbaric and unjustified full-scale invasion. And last Monday I was together with the President and my colleagues in the European Commission, in the College, to Kiev, to show support, to show solidarity, and to show that we are standing with the brave Ukrainians. Now, this was already my second mission to Ukraine in less than 100 days. Around 10 million young Ukrainian people lived there in 2022. 1 in 3 of them, which is 3 million young Ukrainians, suffered personal losses because of this war. Millions of children, girls and boys, teenagers and students who do not have the unburdened childhood or youth that they deserve. Now, I want to be very clear on this. I condemn this moral and barbaric Russian invasion in the strongest possible terms. To our Ukrainian friends and to the world, our message is and must continue to be made very clearly. Ukraine is Europe, and Europe is Ukraine. Like the people of Lublin and like the people here in Lublin did since the beginning of this war, we will continue to stand by Ukraine, to open our homes and our hearts to Ukrainians. And we will do so for as long as it takes. But last Monday was also a stark wake-up call of what holds us together as Europeans. Our values of peace, freedom and solidarity. So let us today reaffirm our commitment to join forces in pursuit of these principles. Dear friends, Today's geopolitical environment is an increasingly volatile one, and an increasingly polarized European political landscape offers fertile grounds for seeds of discontent to take root and to grow. In this environment, it's tempting for some to abandon their trust in politics and in political institutions, to turn to increasingly radical voices that promise simple answers and quick fix solutions to very complex questions. But like all things that we want to bear fruit, it's important for us to continue to invest in European democracy, to shape our future in an open and participatory way. To conclude on a more positive note, here today I feel much more reassured. Reassured because I see so many of you, young people, motivated Europeans, with the desire to do just this. You and the thousands of young people that you represent, you are our hope. You are all leaders in your own right, but you also have a unique responsibility to spread the message of our European project, of Europe's unity in diversity, to friends and family and people across the European Union. As the next generation taking forward our European project, I count on you. I count on your passion for Europe to play your part in shaping our common future. And I am sure that Europe has a bright future and a hopeful future in you. I encourage you to make full use of the chances offered to share your views, and encourage you and other young Europeans to do so, because your voices can make a difference. So with this, I want to thank you for your excellent work, and I look forward to our discussions here today.
Three, two, one.